So John Young with the Disc Jockey News. We are running a semi-live episode. We were going to be interviewing Andy Cubby Powell tonight. Andy ended up having something come up today, so it didn't work out. So we're going to be talking to him later in the week. But what I wanted to kind of talk about then is, and one of the topics we will talk about more, and he'll bring more detail, is the Las Vegas DJ show. It's one of the big DJ conventions in the mobile DJ industry. And it happens in Las Vegas. Yeah, Las Vegas DJ show. It's www.thelasvegasdjshow.com. Anyway, what this is a 3-day, well, actually, you know what I'm going to do is I'm going to pop this up so you guys can take a look at this. Right, a shot from the website. It's 3-day, September 7th, it starts on the 7th through the 10th. Actually, it's coming up as 4 days with that. Wow. But you see that it starts at 4 o'clock on the 7th. But anyway, it's a 3.5-day event. A lot of fun, a lot of great networking, a lot of professionals from the industry getting together and just sharing. I believe this is probably the maybe fourth or fifth year. And Cubby will know more about this when we talk later in the week. Again, I just want to give you a couple of little teasers about this for tonight, and then we'll talk more later in the week. Again, it's going to be happening in Las Vegas. It's happening at the Convention Center. So we're in a really nice, really big building. A lot of us stay over. You'll see on the screen there the LVH Las Vegas Hotel. That's where a lot of us stay. It's got some really great got some great room rates and such. And as you can see, the tickets right now are $49. They're going to be changing and going up here shortly because the tickets, is truthfully $49 for the amount of educational content you're going to get from the Las Vegas DJ show is incredible. One of the things at the Las Vegas DJ show, not only does it have, the exhibit hall like we always like, networking time like we always like, seminars, which we always love, but it also has some higher end seminars, because that's one of the complaints that we get from a lot of the DJ shows, that guys who've been there, done that, they're like, it's all 101. I want to have more. I want something more in depth. I want to be able to really, sink my teeth into something. Well, they've got some courses for you. They've got some additional courses. Yes, they're paid. You're gonna have to pay a little bit more, but that premium content is, that's hands-on workshops, that's small group learning, and you're gonna be walking out with skills and things that you wouldn't have from a large room seminar. So cool stuff. All that's on the website, thelasvegasdjshow.com. But there was a really kind of a cool press release thing that I wanted to kind of share with you that just came out a little bit ago.
Here at the ADJA booth with our friend Dr. Drax.
Hey, what's up, brother?
You have an exclusive for me.
I do.
Tell me the news.
Dude, you gotta not tell anybody though.
I'll post it on the internet.
Yeah, you will not. This is super cool.
Okay.
The Las Vegas DJ show. You're never gonna guess who's gonna be bumping and checking out the show.
You have a friend.
I've got a friend. Public Enemy. The Public Enemy. Rock and Roll Hall of Fame inductee.
Okay,
Public
so Flavor
Enemy.
Flavor's showing up.
No.
Okay.
Chuck D, Keith Shockley, The Terminator. This is going to be friggin' amazing.
Flavor Flav's coming too, right?
Flavor Flav will be there for sure.
Okay, so it's the real Public Enemy.
The real Public Enemy.
That's pretty cool. And this is your first big show you're having as far as entertainment goes at the Las Vegas DJ show,
Yeah,
right?
the cool part is we're still talking about whether we're going to have them perform. I'm really thinking maybe what we do is we get them in a meet and greet where people can really talk to these people and learn from them what it takes, because we all know their music. We've all got all their music. It'd be cool to hear them play it.
That would be very cool to hear him play. Make that happen, Drax.
I'll work on that. But
We
you know
need to
what's
make it
going to be
happen.
even cooler, though? Is to be able to shake hands with Keith Shockley,
Right.
with
Network.
Chuck D. This is just going to be wicked dope. This is going to be, can I say
I
dope?
love it when you say dope.
I mean, dope is like so 1980, right?
I love it.
Or 1990?
Maybe 88.
88, 89. Well, that's what do you get
Or
from old
fresh.
guys?
Fresh is nice.
Fresh. Oh, yeah, it's
Yeah.
fresh.
Right.
That's sweet.
We'll see you then, brother. And we'll see you at the show. We'll talk more
Absolutely.
about ADJA.
It's going to be awesome. I look forward to seeing you there. The LasVegasDJShow.com.
So that's Brian Red talking to Dr. Drax there from the ADJA about Public Enemy that will be at the September Las Vegas DJ show. So a lot of cool things. The Disc Jockey News will be there. We come to the show. We have our booth there. We come to network, talk to people, shoot some videos, and just have a really good time for the 4 days of the show. So it's going to be just a short thing because there's going to be a lot of this information that Cubby's going to share with us, and he's going to give us more seminar information, more up-to-date stuff when we talk to him. And I don't want to go and say things that are, but the press release, that Brian and Drax talked about is right there. So Next, I want to do something a little bit different. We're going to look at Facebook ads. We've been talking a lot about Facebook ads, but I want to actually kind of walk through a couple of things to show you a couple of aspects of it. Facebook, if you haven't played with Facebook ads are something where you can have a post on your business page, and you can promote that post. Well, there's the boosting feature a lot of us have seen. I don't recommend that for a lot of people because the boosting can be only sent out. There's some basic control, but the premise with boosting is that it's going to be, you can put it out there to be seen by your fans, or the people who like your page and their friends. Well, if you have one person who's got 1,000 friends, they're the only one who like, say, mobile DJ or whatever, and their friends don't, you might have a situation where your ads are being seen by suspects instead of prospects. So what we're going to do is we're going to just show a little bit more of the targeting of how you can target. Specifically, we're going to look at it from like my personal wedding company. So let's just pop over to that page. So right now you're seeing logged into Facebook, and I've got it kind of cropped out a little bit, so you're not cropped out. I want to show you. So you're seeing up there. Sorry, I'm just trying to get my angles right. Anyway, so you go over here and you click on Create an Ad in the upper kind of right-hand corner there, and it'll pop up the next page. And you have different options. This is they talk about it being their outcomes, or what are you wanting to do? What are you hoping to accomplish? Do you want for your ad? You can do page likes. You can click to the website. From the inside the industry of the people in Facebook and doing a lot of marketing, spending a lot of time with page likes is pretty much a waste of time. A lot of people have done that, where they've gone and actually paid for ads to get likes, and you can get some likes, and you can, through targeting, get likes from your eventual clients. Is it a great strategy? Probably not, because the idea with Facebook is engagement, and you want people who will engage with your posts. So in this particular case, I've got a post on my wedding DJ website, and I want people to engage it. So I'm going to click Post Engagement. Could do page likes. I could have, if I wanted to promote my website, I could do that and have a little picture and have it so people clicked over to the website. They're just different things. But page post engagement is really the one we want. And of course, I have a variety of different pages there. So I'm going to pick the DJ John Young one. Then it comes to some of my recent posts, and I can go and do that. So this second photo that I'm highlighting, that I put up on Monday, that is a picture of some gals from a black light. You can click right now. You can click right here to keep my ad up to date. So that basically every time I put a new post up, it will. It has to go through Facebook's review process, which basically the big thing with review process, make sure the picture is not skanky. And the biggest thing is amount of text. It will look on there, and you can't have more than 20% text or whatever their formula is. I think it might have even changed. I thought it was 25, but anyway, you will get bounced, and it may run your ad for a while, and then it'll bounce it out. So you've got to be careful with that. If you've got too much text. In this case, I won't have too much text, but it's something that you will get it, and it will be denied after a certain time. But I really don't want to be having my current post. I want just this post because it's really cool. So I can click continue on that. So now we will let it spin. I'm just going to scroll down here a little bit, and there's the picture. Now you're seeing. Let's see if I can. You're seeing that it's talking about a boosted. On the left, you can't really see it right up there. It's talking about a boosted page post. That's not what I want to do. We can have it in a news feed or in the right column. Well, depending upon what you're doing, the right column may work for you. I have found that the right column hasn't worked for me virtually at all, so I literally shut that off. I want my ad to be in the news feed, and it's going to show up as a sponsored story in the news feeds of the people I choose. So we're going to continue down. Locations, you can do whatever you want to do in the world. Say I'm going to be in the United States, and say in my area there's a city by the name of Alexandria, Minnesota is what I want to do. So I want to go. I want to reach people within 50 miles of Alexandria, Minnesota, because let's say I'm going to rent a venue and I'm going to have my own blacklight teen dance going on there. So I want to be accessing teens. So I might go 13, say it's 13 to 18-year-old guys or gals. It could be both or either one. Language really wouldn't matter too terribly much. Interests. Here's kind of a cool thing. You could type in things like whatever. In this case, maybe I want people who are think raves are cool. It would be what it would be doing right now by me typing that in. It would be looking for people that lived within 50 miles of this Alexandria city. And let me just bounce that raves back out of there. And they say that would be 50 people that lived within 50 miles that, oops, excuse me, I got to change my ages here, from 13 to 18 years old, and guys or gals, and that's giving me a reach of 4,200 people. Now, if I cross-reference that with raves, which this isn't going to work very well, but what the heck, it's going to get down to less than 1,000 people, because truthfully, of those kids, not all those kids loved raves. But maybe those kids loved Motorola Droids, let's just say. And I knew that would be a good cross-reference. And it's not in this case either. Or maybe they liked Apple. They liked Apple Inc. Well, that now has taken me down to roughly 1,020 kids who live within 50 miles of Alexandria who like Apple. Well, kids who like Apple are probably kind of tech savvy, and they might be the ones who want to go out to a blacklight dance because that might be a good fit for them. But whatever, you can see the idea is that I can narrow it down by their interests. Then I can connect with, if continuing down there, I can connect with people who are only connected with DJ John Young, who are not connected with DJ John already with our website. So let's if I go with only, that's going to take us down because there's not many of those folks who are connected with my Facebook. But let's go with only not connected, and it gives me that basically so none of those 12,000 people are connected to my Facebook page. Gosh, that just kind of sucks. It's a wedding Facebook page, so it's for this. Again, you can do more categories, and then you get down to the bottom here. One of the things I would highly recommend is when you get to that, give it a specific name, because I've got a lot of ads when I first was doing it, and I didn't pay attention to the name and rename them properly. What I do now is I would name it, so I would do black light, black light event, and I would say, I would have the date when I want this ad to stop. So until, let's say, March 1st. That's what I would put, March 1, 2000. That's what I would put in there, and then you can set the per day, or you can put a lifetime budget. Many times when you're very narrow, like we are right now with 1,000 people, we could put a per day of $20, and we may only go through $2 or $3 in a day. You've got to be careful with that one, because if you put $20 in their day, it will go through $20 a day. Again, because I'm so narrow and I focus my audience, it's not going to go through much money that quickly. But let's say if I was doing every teenager in Minnesota, let's just go change that. Let's just bounce that out, and let's just do Minnesota. Can I do that? There we go. So every teenager in Minnesota, I've got 54,000 people. Now, if I were after the, and of course that's certainly not right, because that's, well, there's every teenager in Minnesota who likes Apple computers, or Apple Inc. Let's just bounce the Apple out of there and see how the number changes. Now it's got 240,000 potential customers or advertisees. Yeah, advertisees. So you can narrow it down. The per day, you got to play with that and figure out if you want to do per day or per lifetime. Maybe you allot $150 for this ad campaign. You can put that and it will run through the money. And again, since I'm narrow and I focus my people, you're not getting people from other countries seeing it, most likely. I say most likely because it is possible if they've done some things on their side. And then the final part, you can have a bid for your post engagement, bid for clicks and impressions. Depending upon who you talk to, some people recommend just leaving it as is. Some people recommend going left or right with that one. It's really something that you need to try it. If you have an ad, say for your wedding service, and you want to put that out there, you might run it for 1 week one way, the next week the next way, and then going 3 weeks. Unfortunately, 3 weeks won't give you a big enough sample. You'd be better off almost doing it where you're alternating every other day or something like that, because you may have the first week of the month might be a great week for traffic on your page, second week bad, third week good. There's so many variables. You need to really try to make it as even as possible and to test it back and forth. So once you're done, you place the order, and if you've got your credit card, everything in there, our friends over at Facebook will love you, and they will put your ad up. So just a little run through on Facebook ads. You can target well, and there's actually tools in other areas. I mean, this is just on Facebook. There are actually some Facebook tools for setting up more in-depth targeted ads that we'll probably go into on a different video, because this is kind of just the basics of getting started with advertising on Facebook. And finally tonight, I want to conclude with a throwback Tuesday. Now, I want to show you a piece of old gear. We've all got it, but this is something that, truthfully, I haven't seen very often. We got one of these back in the 90s. This was one of the first video screen type devices. Maybe it was early 2000s, but no, it was the 90s. What I've got here is a Casio Megavision. This was cool stuff when we got this guy. It's a little projection device. Has your composite in, audio in and out, what have you. But what was cool about this is it's a little 10-inch monitor, but you could push the little button and put the screen down, and it had a little mirror. You can literally see the mirror there, and it would shine off the mirror and it would project onto like a rear projection or front projection screen. You had the ability to change it. This guy was like 50, maybe 100 lumen, not very bright, but in a really dark room, it actually worked pretty amazingly well. I have not seen these things for years. We bought one, and I don't even know if I saw them shortly thereafter after we bought them. But it was a Megavision from Casio. A very interesting thing. At the time, it was really, really quite cool. One of the early video projectors, especially for portable and short throw, because this guy could put a 6-foot image from about 3 feet away. So anyway, just kind of a throwback piece of gear tonight. If you've got some old piece of gear and you want to have us highlight it, shoot a video about it and send me that link, and we'll put it in one of our upcoming episodes, because that's going to be kind of an area that we want to start looking at, is some of the old stuff that we had from years ago. Some of it's pretty cool, some of it's pretty hokey, but that's where we started. And of course, the history of the industry is something that we can't forget, because otherwise the youngsters will think that we were using computers from the first day on. So anyway, this is John Young with the Disc Jockey News, Disc Jockey News TV. Have yourself a great night. We'll be back tomorrow night. We've got Nick from Chauvet DJ. Nick and I are going to be just sitting down, starting. Times will be on www.djntv.com. But we'll be starting our chat tomorrow night, talking lights, talking gear, basically talking anything. You can go. And you can actually, on that page where you can watch it on the YouTube page, you can go in there and make comments, and we'll be able to see that and answer some questions and such. It should be an interesting time. Nick's a great guy, very knowledgeable about his world of lights and, actually all DJ gear. He's a pretty cool guy. Looking forward to that. So we'll see you tomorrow night. Again, it's John Young with the Disc Jockey News and Disc Jockey News TV.